Pepsi number fever, also known as the 349 incident, was a promotion by PepsiCo in Philippines in 1992 which led to riots and deaths of at least 5 people. What? Oh. You want to go see what they're barking at? I know. Oh, you changed your mind instantly. Is it an interesting story or just a very sad one? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is a nice, concise breakdown.
In 1992, Pepsi ran a contest in the Philippines that ended up killing 5 people. The contest was called Number Fever, and the idea was simple. Every evening, the news would reveal a winning number.
Tomorrow's winning number is 373.
And if you had a
Nice.
Pepsi bottle cap with that number, you won 1,000,000 pesos.
I already see
Now,
how this
1,000,000
led to
pesos
deaths.
in 1992 was life-changing for the average Filipino. So this contest became very popular.
Will you be the next millionaire?
Families would stockpile Pepsi bottle caps in their homes. Many people would root through dumpsters trying to find winning caps. According
That's
to
fucked
Pepsi,
up.
half of the country's
What a dumb idea
population
for a
was
competition.
actively participating in the contest. And it was because of this popularity that Pepsi decided to extend Number Fever for an additional
Thanks,
5
Brian.
weeks.
Taryn.
And this is where things went terribly wrong. You see, throughout the contest, Pepsi was in complete control of how many winners there were. They relied on
I
a
can't hold my pee any longer. I'm sorry, Io. I gotta get up and pee. You're just gonna have to wake up. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. Oh my goodness, you sat on the chair and waited. You're so sleepy. But now I have to sit down, so you gotta move. Yeah. He sat on it, he crushed her. No. I'm sitting on like the very edge of the chair. I don't want to move her, I feel bad. Put her on your lap. I don't feel bad moving her. When does the Omega Strikers event end? It ended today. We won. Thanks the resub. Twig. Are the dogs scared of the weather? Yeah. Well, Tetra is at least. Kata usually isn't, but sounds like she's not very happy about it. Thanks for the gift sub, Marcy.
Computer program to seed 2 winning caps into bottling plants. 2 winning caps meant that there could only be 2 winners, and Pepsi would stay within their budget. But something went wrong after they extended the contest. The computer program glitched, causing some numbers
Ghost
to
in
be
the
mixed
Machine.
up. And on May 25th, 1992, at 6 p.m., the Channel 2 Evening News called the winning number 349. And while there were only supposed to be 2 winners, hundreds of thousands of Filipinos began to celebrate. You see, 349 was already designated as a non-winning number, and because of this, bottling plants were free to print that number as much as they wanted. This resulted in over 600,000 349 caps circulating in the Philippines. 349 was such a common cap that many people had more than one. That night, the streets went wild with celebration. They were all rich and could finally stop worrying about money.
That is heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. How can you even make such a colossal fuck up? Also, why print the same number on the caps? I feel like it'd be just as easy to just keep printing numbers like the right way, just like 1, 2, 3, like in order, and then just designate one of those the winner. Oh, they all had to be 3 digits. Oh, I must have missed that. I thought, okay. I thought only winning numbers were going to be 3 digits. I didn't realize all of the numbers in the competition were 3 digits. So I thought it'd just be easy to know if you lost, you got like a fucking 5 digit, you're like, oh, no shot. Yeah, no, I get it now. I see.
Hundreds of people rushed to the Pepsi factory with their winning caps. It soon had to be shut down.
True, they could have done like
by
001,
police.
002.
The company quickly
yeah.
realized that they had messed up big time. Pepsi executives had a meeting in the middle of the night to try and come up with a solution. It would have cost them tens of billions of dollars to honor each winning cap. So instead, they put the blame on the computer and offered 500 pesos for each winning cap. Now, 500 pesos was only around $18. This was 0.05% of the original prize. And while some took them up on this offer, most refused and became even more angry. They didn't care about some computer error. Pepsi was a multi-billion-dollar corporation. In their eyes, they had to honor the full prize amount. But Pepsi didn't budge, and violent protests and riots broke out, ultimately leaving 5 people dead and dozens injured.
Jesus
349
Christ.
winners stormed the Pepsi factories, throwing Molotov cocktails into the windows and bombing Pepsi trucks that drove by. Over the next year, the angry mob took a more organized approach to fight Pepsi. Coalition 349 was a group of winners that took legal action against the company. They elected a local preacher named Del Fierro as their leader. He rounded up over 800 349 winners in an attempt to sue Pepsi for over $400 million.
Smart. I mean, that's
now,
smart.
The chaos
Class action.
continued well into 1993, at which point a new twist in the story started circulating. Old newspaper headlines suggested that Pepsi was somehow responsible for bombing their own trucks.
What?
These headlines were based on a testimony from a police officer. He alleged that in order to paint Coalition 349 as terrorist and damage their position
a
in
false
court,
flag?
Pepsi hired mercenaries to infiltrate these groups and cause the riots. More testimonies surfaced of people claiming that Pepsi had paid them to start trouble and cause mayhem. A Pepsi lawyer quickly denied.
I'm still a little hung up. How much is 700 billion pesos? If they had honored every winner, it would have been 700 billion pesos. How much is that? It's definitely a lot, but how much is it? I'm just curious. It's about 10 billion USD. It is 11.9 billion USD. Thanks to tier 1 fish. Imagine a world where Pepsi's like, man, we fucked up and we're going to honor the payment, and actually paid out every winner. That would have overnight instantly fucking changed the entire region. It's 34 billion. Oh. So it'd be 34 billion. Okay. So even more. Not really. What do you mean? Imagine if right now everyone in America just got, what was it, 1,000,000 pesos? And what did that convert to? I'm talking about the inflation that would happen. It would literally change everything there. What was what was 1,000,000 pesos? About 40 to 50K? Yeah, that would have absolutely fucking changed everything. That'd be a crash waiting to happen.
The allegations, and that was basically the end of it. In 1993, the court finally put an arrest warrant out for 9 Pepsi executives. This was a
Is it tier
huge
1
win
Yeti?
for Coalition 349, but unfortunately, it was one of their only. In the following months, almost all of the civil suits and criminal complaints were tossed out of court, and in 2006, the court officially closed the book on all of the remaining court cases. They found that Pepsi had not been negligent in the number fever disaster. When it was all said and done, Pepsi only had to pay one small fine of 150,000 pesos. Many Filipinos who experienced number fever are still traumatized to this day. Even mentioning the word Pepsi around certain groups is frowned upon. Pepsi was recently asked for their response to the number fever disaster, and they came out with this statement. These events took place almost 30 years ago, and none of the executives familiar with this program are at PepsiCo anymore. We deeply regret any pain and suffering our mistake caused the people of the Philippines.
That was so much sadder than I thought it would have been. God, life-changing money, 600,000 people win it because of an error, and then you have to tell them you're not getting it. Eek. Pepsi's just had a rough go of these competitions. Anyone remember the Pepsi Jet? Where you can win a jet? I think that was Pepsi, right? Let me see. I think it was Pepsi. Yep, the Pepsi Jet giveaway. This led to a big lawsuit. Leonard versus Pepsi. More widely known as the Pepsi Points case. I thought it was like winning a trip. No, they advertised